You've been lied to. You've been sold the dream of easy money online, of passive income rolling in while you sleep. The truth? It's far more complex, but more importantly, far more interesting. What if I told you the real question isn't how much, but how? Forget five-figure earnings screenshots and promises of overnight riches. Today, we're embarking on a journey. An exploration inspired by thousands of real stories, to answer once and for all this question: how much can you really earn online? In the next few minutes, we're going to debunk this myth together. We'll explore the true spectrum of online earnings, from enough to buy a coffee to life-changing income. No promises, just the raw reality. We'll cover 7 levels of online value creation, and at each stage, you'll better understand the potential, but also the effort required. Buckle up, we're starting at the bottom of the ladder. Chapter 1: The Mirage of the Magic Button. This is the entry point for many. The idea that you can get paid for simple tasks, no special skills required. We're talking about paid survey sites, microtask platforms, or apps that pay you to watch ads. It's the first taste of the making money online concept. The typical story is of someone, full of hope, signing up for a dozen of these sites. They spend hours answering endless questionnaires only to get disqualified on the last question. They click on hundreds of links, watch promotional videos, transcribe incomprehensible snippets of text. And after a week of relentless effort, the verdict is in. The grand total barely scrapes by €3.50. The reality of this world is that you're trading your time, your most precious resource, for pennies. The hourly rate is often less than €1. So, how much can you really earn here? A few tens of euros a month, at most, if you dedicate a considerable amount of time to it. It's a first step, but a frustrating one, designed to teach you a fundamental lesson: online, just like anywhere else, low-skilled work is poorly paid. It's a brutal realization, but a necessary one to move forward. Because that's where things get really interesting. Chapter 2: The Era of the Digital Artisan. After the disappointment of microtasks comes the revelation: what if, instead of selling your time for clicks, you sold a real skill? This is the world of freelancing. Whether you're good at writing, translation, graphic design, video editing, programming, or even managing Excel spreadsheets, there's someone, somewhere, willing to pay for that expertise. It's a complete paradigm shift. You're no longer asked to be a robot, you're asked to be a human with know-how. Think of the story of someone passionate about drawing. Initially, they offer to create logos for small local businesses on dedicated platforms. Their first contracts are modest, perhaps 50 or 100 euros. But with each successful project, their reputation grows. Their skills sharpen. They learn to communicate with clients, manage deadlines, and better estimate the value of their work. How much can you earn here? The spectrum is wide. A beginner can expect a few hundred euros a month, a side hustle to make ends meet. An experienced freelancer, with good references and a sought-after skill, can generate an income equivalent to a comfortable salary, or even more, from 2,000 to 5,000 euros a month, or higher in very specialized niches. The key here is that income is directly linked to the value of the skill and the time worked. It's active income. If you don't work, you don't earn. It's a solid, tangible model, but it has its limits. What if we wanted to go beyond this time for money exchange limit? That's where our journey leads us to the next stage. Chapter 3: Sharing Your Passion. This is the stage where you stop thinking in terms of clients and start thinking in terms of audience. This is the realm of content creation. The blogger sharing their passion for gardening, the YouTuber dissecting films, the podcaster telling fascinating stories, or the Instagrammer documenting their travels. Initially, the earnings are zero. Absolutely nothing. For months, even years, the content creator toils away without immediate reward. They publish, share, interact, with no reward other than the satisfaction of sharing their passion. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and that's why 99% of people give up. But for those who persevere, who build a loyal community around a subject they're passionate about, revenue streams slowly begin to appear. First, advertising on videos or the website, which brings in a few euros per 1,000 views. Then comes affiliate marketing, where you earn a commission by recommending products you love. Finally, brands may start offering sponsored partnerships. How much can you earn? This is probably the widest and most unpredictable spectrum. A vast majority of creators will never earn enough to make a living from it. A small portion will earn supplementary income, a few €100 a month. And a tiny minority, the famous top 1%, will achieve very high incomes. It's not an easy path, but it's one where potential is no longer limited by the number of hours in a day. Income becomes decoupled from direct working time. A video or article can continue to generate revenue years after its publication. But that's not all, because this audience opens an even more powerful door. Chapter 4: The Value Multiplier. Once an audience is established, or a freelance skill is in high demand, a new question arises: how can I help more people without adding more hours to my day? The answer is creating digital products. This is a major turning point. Instead of selling a skill 1 hour at a time, you encapsulate it in a product that can be sold an infinite number of times. The typical example is that of a photographer. As a freelancer, they can do photo shoots. Their income is limited by their time. But if they create presets, photo filters they've developed, and sell them online, they can sell them to 10, 100, or 10,000 people. The creation work is done only once. It's the same logic for a writer who pens an ebook on writing techniques, a developer who sells a website template, or a musician who compiles royalty-free music. The earning potential here is exponential. We're no longer talking about an hourly rate, but sales potential. A product sold for €20 to 1,000 people represents €20,000. Of course, it's not that simple. You need to create a high-quality product, know how to promote it, and manage customer service. But the time for money glass ceiling is broken. Income can range from a few €100 for a niche product to much larger sums for products that solve a major problem for a broad audience. Success is not guaranteed, far from it. Many digital products never sell. But the leverage potential is immense. And here's the most important thing: this stage is only possible by building upon the previous ones, a solid skill and, often, an existing audience. Chapter 5: The Knowledge and Transformation Economy. There's an even more direct level to monetize cutting-edge expertise, coaching or consulting. Here, you're no longer selling a skill by the hour like in freelancing, nor an information product like an ebook. You're selling a result, a transformation. That's a crucial distinction. An online fitness coach isn't selling workouts, they're selling the promise of better physical fitness. An organizational consultant isn't selling tidying methods, they're selling a more serene and productive life. The perceived value is much higher, and so is the price. Imagine a public speaking expert. They could write a book on the subject, that's level 4. But they can also offer personalized 3-month support to help an executive prepare for the speech of a lifetime. This support, which promises a tangible, high-stakes result, can be billed for several €1,000s. The earning potential per client is therefore very high. You can generate substantial income with a small number of clients. However, this partially reverts to a time-bound model. A coach cannot support 200 clients simultaneously. Solutions like group coaching exist to circumvent this limit, but the principle remains the same: it's a premium service, with high added value and strong personal commitment. How much can you earn? From a few €1,000s a month for a beginner coach with a few clients, to much more substantial incomes for recognized experts in their field, whose guidance is in high demand. This model isn't for everyone. It requires excellent people skills in addition to technical expertise. Chapter 6: The Silent Lever. What if it were possible to generate income without creating your own product or selling your own service? This is the principle of affiliate marketing. It's an often misunderstood model, associated with dubious practices, but which, when used ethically, is extremely powerful. The concept is simple. You recommend a product or service you use and appreciate, and if someone buys through your recommendation link, you earn a commission. It's paid word of mouth. Take the example of a tech enthusiast who tests software. They create a website or YouTube channel where they give honest and detailed reviews. For each software, they include an affiliate link. Their subscribers, who trust them, use their links if they decide to buy. The creator hasn't developed the software, nor do they handle customer service, but they've provided value by helping people make the right choice. They are rewarded for this. The earning potential is highly variable. It depends on 3 factors: audience size and trust, the price of the recommended products, and the commission percentage. Recommending a €10 book will earn a few cents per sale. Recommending professional software for €1,000 a year can earn several €100 per sale. It's a model that combines perfectly with content creation, Chapter 3. It can represent a small supplementary income or become the main source of income for influential content creators. But beware, trust is key. Recommending just anything for a quick commission is the best way to destroy your reputation and long-term income. Chapter 7. The hidden truth behind all the numbers. We've covered 6 levels. From microtasks to freelancing, from content creation to digital products, up to coaching and affiliate marketing. We've seen that potential earnings range from a few euros to life-changing income. But the real answer to the question, how much can you earn online, isn't in any of these models. It's in the common thread that connects them all. The common denominator. The true currency of the internet isn't the euro or the dollar. It's the value you provide. Think about it. Microtasks pay so little because they offer almost no value and anyone can do them. The freelancer is better paid because their skill solves a specific problem for a client. The successful content creator is one who educates, entertains, or inspires their audience. The digital product seller is one whose product saves clients time, money, or provides them with a skill. The coach is one who helps people achieve personal or professional transformation. The question, how much can I earn, is the wrong question. The right question is, what problem can I solve and for whom? And what is the value of the solution I provide? The more painful the problem you solve and the more effective your solution, the higher your earning potential. It's the universal law of the market, applied to the digital world. Earning a living online isn't a lottery, it's a skill ladder. It's not about finding a trick or a hack, but about building expertise, brick by brick, and putting it to the service of others. In summary, the world of online earnings is an incredibly vast spectrum. It starts with the illusion of easy money that quickly hits the wall of reality, barely yielding enough to buy a coffee. Then, it evolves into a fair exchange, your skill for remuneration, like a digital artisan. Next, it can flourish in building a community around a passion, a marathon where patience is key. From there, it can multiply by creating products that serve thousands, or focus on the profound transformation of a few individuals through coaching. The real question was never how much. The real question has always been, what value am I willing to create? The answer to that question will determine everything else. There's no magic button, but there is a path. A path built on learning, perseverance, and service. It might be less glamorous than the promises you've been made, but it's the only truth that will truly set you free. Save this video so you don't forget. Don't forget to subscribe.